Sai Ram children, so welcome back. We have already completed with our new voices revision in two parts. Yes, I hope you all have understood the instructions. Okay, so today we begin with a grammar revision. Okay, we have already sent you the portion for the grammar. We have chapters of sentences, punctuation, opposites, adjectives, degrees of comparison, and pronouns. Right? You all know this. So let's begin. Okay. As I mentioned earlier, read the question properly, understand what is being asked from you, and then click the answer. Right? Grammar part is also MCQ based. You will have options given to you. You have to select the correct option. Right? But before selecting, read the question maybe twice or thrice and understand what is being asked from you and then click. Don't be in a hurry and don't click the wrong answer. Okay? So shall we begin with the grammar portion? Okay. Choose the correct answer. The first one is rearrange the following sentences with punctuation. We have done sentences. We know sentences always begin with a capital letter, ends with a full stop or an exclamation mark or a question mark depending on the type of sentence it is, right? So here we have been given a set of words which are jumbled. Okay, a set of words which are jumbled. You have to arrange them in proper order and also use the correct punctuation marks. Okay, so loud, a noise, what? Loud, a noise, what? Now rearrange this sentence. What a loud noise. Okay. Now we have three options here, three answers given to us, but only one of it is right. So which one is the right one? We're going to see that. What a loud noise. So what are the punctuation marks we have to remember? First letter is capital and at the end, what a loud noise. It's an exclamatory sentence. So we have to put an exclamation mark at the end. So tell me which is the correct one here. The second one is correct. The first letter is capital and we have an exclamation mark at the end. What a loud noise. Right? Let's go to the next one. Sorry, we'll select the correct option. Yes, whichever one is the correct one, you will click and select it. And then we go to the next one. Pick out the subjects from the following sentence. Pick out the subjects from the following sentence. The market is very crowded today. The market is very crowded today. We have learned in sentence we have two parts, the subject and the predicate, right? What is the subject? Subject is about which is being spoken or is being talked, and predicate is what is being talked about the subject, right? So the market is very crowded today. In this sentence, what are we talking about? We are talking about the market. So what is the subject? The market is the subject here, right? So let us click the market, right? Children, read the question and understand what you have to select. Pick out the subjects from the following sentence. So you have to pick out the subject. What is the subject? Ask yourself the question. How do I identify the subject? Do that and click the right answer. Yes? Go to the next one. Punctuate the following sentences. We have learned punctuation. In punctuation, we have to keep in mind that the first letter is capital, there is a comma, a full stop, a question mark, an exclamation mark. Names of places or names of persons are always in capital letter, right? So keeping all this in mind, read the sentence, and whatever has to be made in capital, you have to do that and select the correct option. Delhi is the capital of India. Delhi is the capital of India. Now, Delhi and India are names of places, right? So they are proper nouns. So they will always be in capital letter, right? So Delhi, D has to be in capital. India, I has to be in capital. And what should come at the end of the sentence? A full stop has to come there, right? So Delhi, D capital, India, I capital, and full stop at the end. So now from the three options given, select which option is the right one. The first one, D is small, so no. The second one, Delhi, D is capital, okay. India, I is small, so no. Go to the third one, Delhi, D is capital, India, I is capital, and there's a full stop at the end. So which is the correct option? Yes, the third one is the correct option. Okay, now let's go to the next question. I read the Indian Express daily. Again, here we have to punctuate, right? I read the Indian Express daily. Now, in this sentence, I is always capital, right? We had learned that I will always be in capital, and moreover, it is the first letter. So, I capital. I read the Indian Express. Indian Express is the name of a newspaper, right? So Indian I has to be capital, Express E has to be capital, and after daily, that is at the end, there has to be a full stop. Now let us see. I is capital here, okay. Indian Express, no, the name is not in capital, so this is not the right one. Go to the next one. First I is capital, Indian I is capital, Express E is small letter. So again, this is not the right option. Go to the third one. I read the Indian Express daily. I is capital, Indian first letter I is capital, Express first letter E is capital, and there is end. So the third option here is the right one. So let's select it. Are you all following, children? What you have to do, read the question and understand what is to be done, and do it slowly, don't hurry, do it, understand, ask questions to yourself and do it. Okay, now let's go to the next one. Select the correct opposites of the underlined word. In the sentence, a word has been underlined. You have to select the correct opposite of that underlined word. Okay, Kamal's sum was correct, but Raji's sum was dash. Kamal's sum was, but Raji's sum was. What is the opposite of correct? Right, incorrect, or proper? Incorrect is the correct answer, right? Kamal's sum was correct, but Raji's sum was incorrect. So we have selected the second option. Okay, let's go to the next one. We entered a dark cave but soon came out in dash sunlight. We entered a dark cave but soon came out in dash sunlight. You have to select the opposite of the word dark. So dark, bright, night, or black. Which is the opposite of dark? bright, right? So let's select bright. We entered a dark cave but soon came out in bright sunlight. Okay, after you select, you can read the sentence along with your answer and see, so that you are confirmed that your answer is correct. Okay, select the missing adjectives. What are adjectives? Words that describe the nouns are called adjectives, right? So we have to select the right adjective. The restaurant serves dash food. The restaurant serves dash food. Healthy, curious, confident. Which is the adjective that describes the noun food here? That goes along with the noun food. Curious food, confident food, healthy food. Yes, right. So the restaurant serves healthy food. So let's select healthy. Done. Let's go to the next one. Select the correct adjective. In this sentence, you have to find out what is the adjective and click on that. Select that. Okay. I want 5 pencils for my examination. I want 5 pencils for my examination. The options given are pencils, examination, and 5. So which is the adjective from this? Pencils, is it an adjective? No, that's noun. Examination, is it an adjective? No, again it is a noun. 5, is it an adjective? 5 pencils. How many pencils? 5 pencils. So 5 as an adjective here. Okay. I want 5 pencils for my examination. 5 is an adjective here. So let's move to the next question now. Yes. Choose the correct degrees of comparison. The next question is, choose the correct degrees of comparison. Now what is degrees of comparison? We have learned that, yes, when two persons or two things are compared and we rank them as equal, we rank them as same, they are equal, then it is positive degree of comparison, right? But when we are comparing two persons or two things, yes, and when we say that one is better than the other, and we use the word than along with it, then it is comparative degree of comparison. We are comparing, this one is better or this one is better. When you're comparing two persons or two things and you're using the word than along with it, then it is comparative degree of comparison. But when there are more than two people and you're comparing and telling who is the best, then it is the superlative degree of comparison. So the 3 degrees of comparison are positive, comparative, superlative. Now we have a sentence here and you have to say which degree of comparison is used here. Okay, so let's read the sentence. Rekha is more beautiful than her sister. Rekha is more beautiful than her sister. Now we are comparing two persons over here, Rekha and her sister, right? So two persons and we are using the word than. Rekha is more beautiful than her sister. So which degree of comparison is this? Comparative degree of comparison, right? So let's click that and select it. Okay, so students, read the main question, understand what is being asked, read the sentence and then think and click the correct answer. Okay, as I said earlier, don't be in a hurry, don't be hasty, Take your time to think and select the answer. Now let's go to the next question. Ramu is as tall as his friend. Ramu is as tall as his friend. Now again we are comparing two persons here, Ramu and his friend. Yes, there are two persons, we are going to compare them. I am saying Ramu is as tall as his friend. So by this I mean that Ramu and his friend are of the same height. They are equal in height. So which is the degree of comparison here? Yes, so it is positive degree of comparison. When I am comparing two persons or two things and I am saying they are equal, they are same, then it is positive degree of comparison. Yes, so let's select positive degree of comparison. Understood, children? So let's move ahead now. Select the correct degree of adjectives from the following. Now, they have given me three options, adjectives in three forms, okay? Three different degrees of comparison. I have to select the correct form and write it in the blank. That means I have to select the correct degree of the adjective. Honey is dash then milk. Honey is dash then milk. So how many things are there in this sentence? Two. Honey and milk. I am comparing them. Honey is dash than milk. I am using THAN than here. Right? So tell me which is the degree of comparison we are going to use here? Yes, comparative degree. Now let us see in this. Sweet, sweeter, sweetest. These are the three options given. So which is the correct form of the adjective I have to use? Sweeter, right? Comparative form is sweeter. So let me click on sweeter and select it. Yes, honey is sweeter than milk. Understood, children? Now let's go to the next one. Leela is an obedient student. Leela is an obedient student. There is only one person I am talking about, Leela, right? I am not comparing here. There are no two persons here. I am just saying Leela is a dash student. So which is the correct adjective I have to use here? There won't be any comparative, no superlative, no positive, because there are no two persons. I'm talking only about one person. So I'll just use the adjective as it is, right? Leela is an obedient student. Leela is an obedient student. Understood, children? Are you all understanding? Yes? Are you all following what I'm saying? Whatever we have learned, think about it, think what is the concept behind it, and then click the correct answer. Okay, now let's move to the next one. Select the correct pronouns. Select the correct pronouns. What are pronouns? Pronouns are words used in the place of nouns. Yes, when a sentence or when a noun is repeated again and again, then instead of saying the noun again, writing the noun again and again, we can use pronouns in place of the noun. Yes, pronouns can be he, she, it, they, them, his, her, him. Yes, all these words are pronouns. Now let us see this sentence and see which is the correct pronoun we have to use here. Raj came from London. Dash is a beautiful place. Let's read it again. Raj came from London. This is the first sentence. Dash is a beautiful place is the second sentence. Now as I said, we will not repeat the noun in the second sentence. So we are going to use pronoun. The second sentence is dash is a beautiful place. So about what are we talking? We are talking about a place. Now see in the first sentence, Raj came from London. Which is the place here? London is the place here. So instead of London, I have to use a pronoun in place of London. Right? Understood? So what is it that I will use? Raj came from London. It is a beautiful place. Right? London is a place. Right? So I will use it. Raj came from London. It is a beautiful place. Correct? Let's go to the next one. He cleaned and polished dash black leather shoes. He cleaned and polished dash black leather shoes. Her black leather shoes, his black leather shoes, or him black leather shoes. He cleaned and polished his black leather shoes. Right? So let us click his. Understood, children? So I hope everything is clear, children. Yeah, you all have understood everything. These are just the example questions for you all to know what type of question can be asked in your exam. Okay? You have to go through your entire book and practice it so that you understand and are able to solve the MCQs that come in your paper. Right, children? Everything clear? So I'll be stopping here for today and let's meet in our next class with the next revision video. Okay? Bye. Sai Ram.